Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Akabane101 and welcome to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition with the DS fix enabled to allow us to play in 1920 by 1080p. Included with that is a text mod that makes the text a lot higher resolution than it currently was previously. We're going to be playing as a pyromancer today, and throughout this series we will hopefully kick some butt and win. Yes. Good. All the music in the background is of course by the amazing Mark Papian, who has allowed me to play his music. As you can see on screen though, I was contemplating playing between either a warrior or a pyromancer, but I feel it was right to pick the pyromancer. It was right to choose our origin and complete the game that we have not completed on this channel yet, and hopefully win this time. I think we will. I've beaten the game now, so I kinda know what I'm doing, hopefully. This series will be pre-recorded, so hopefully you will enjoy that. It means I've worked a lot harder than I think I should have on this series, but hopefully that'll show in the content that you guys are about to be bestowed upon. And I think that's about it. So let's get started with the first cutscene and begin this amazing adventure of Dark Souls Prepare to Die.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Asylum and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty lords peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Okay, we are here in the game of Dark Souls. Prepare to die. Keep in mind this is all pre-recorded. And that guy is totally dead. Welcome to Dark Souls, guys. Welcome back to previous viewers that watched my Xbox 360 version. That guy is a badass. You saw him in the intro. You notice that a lot of the intros and the outros are going to be at the night because there are no cool Pyromancer pictures yet. But if any artists watching my stuff, if you want to make an awesome artistic look for the Pyromancer, send it my way and I'll use it in the intro. Anyway, this is the dungeon key. Key to the dungeon of the undead asylum to the north. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved a corpse down into the cell, and on its person was his key. Who was this knight, and what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. So as you can see, the dungeon cell key. A very important thing because it begins our adventure. And of course we also have the master key. This universal key opens any basic lock, tool of the trade for thieves. But in the cursed land of the undead, most doors are better left unopened. Except for this one, because we want to leave and get out of the asylum. Of course, the asylum is full of undead, crazy people. Such as that gentleman over there, praising whoever he is, praising whatever god he so deems to be worthy, or just maybe hitting the ground with his hands. We truly don't know, but he's probably infected with the accursed dark sign. I believe we are infected with it as well, because it is an item within our inventory. And that guy was smashed through the wall, most likely, by the asylum demon that we may be seeing in the future, or may not be. Not spoiling anything, but we probably will be seeing that guy at some point, because he's blocking our exit to home. And what's the one place we want to go to? Home, exactly. So we'll head up here. This guy has the right idea. He is washing himself in the pool. Or he's just going to be dumbfounded and chilling there on his own. Grab the ladder and get up top. This is a fairly linear part of the game. But luckily this game is not linear after this part, so I believe it actually already branches out at the beginning of the game. Anyway, this is a bonfire. This is your checkpoint. And of course the beautiful first door. Shoving that open and up top. Little tidbit of what is to come. The evil boss, the asylum demon, the one that smashed that dude through those iron bars with probably one single hit. This guy is one mean mother, and we're gonna have to get away from him right now. Luckily that's an automatic shutting rusty spike door of spiky iron bars. And now the asylum demon knows we want to get out. He's angry. He's gonna have to wait there, though, because he cannot get through there. He's a little bit out of shape and he can't exactly chase us. This is where we get our cracked round shield, one of the worst shields in the game, except for it does not have any deflection on it, so that could potentially be good for certain players. We're not going to use a shield though. We're just going to butt stab this guy with our own fist. Exactly. Pick up our hand axe. Not a fan of the hand axe myself. I prefer a stabbing weapon, but the hand axe will have to do for now, considering it's the only thing that does more than like 2 points of damage. So we'll equip the hand axe as you see here and murder this guy. Beat the poop out of him. And now he will cry to his mama until he gets respawned in case we die. Not spoiling anything, but I'm pretty sure we don't die. Or do we? Well, we'll find out. Anyway, here I was just trying to see if it was a hand axe. I was actually recording during this, but let's not worry about that. This is all pre-recorded now. Cannonball was not able to get us today. And we were able to open the shortcut at the same time the cannonball broke into the doorless room with a lovely knight that was probably punched through the roof by the Asylum demon trying to get out. This can't be the knight that helped us, though, because he doesn't even know us. The other one must have known us. This guy definitely does not, but let's go say hey and see if he's alright.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Okay, here we have the Undead Asylum Floor 2 key. Key to the iron bars on the east side of the second floor of the North Undead Asylum. The Undead Asylum is a giant undead prison segmented by countless iron bars. Even if an undead were to escape from the cell passage to the outside world, would not be gained easily. Cool. So keep in mind that reading keys in this game is definitely very important. Unfortunately, the knight is dead. You did not see a cut there. I don't know what you guys are talking about. There was no cut. It's just massacre. In the face with a lovely hand axe. The hand axe definitely has one of the coolest counters in the game. I personally love it, but I do not like the way it handles. And I'm about to do something you don't do in Dark Souls, which is let everyone hit you. Let everyone have a piece. There's one arrow in me, second arrow now in me, and here comes the third one. Oh my god, I survived more arrows than Boromir did in Lord of the Rings. Oh! Alright, well, we're gonna have to get revenge on that guy. Just jump and hit him in the face, and now he was taken down with no problems. Don't look at that little puddle of death things retrieval. We're just retrieving awesome. Because it's not like we died before, because we're just reposing like a badass in the face with our fire axe of death. And I think there's one more guy we need to take out. Yes, indeed. It is the Asylum Demon, the final dude that we have to take out, the one that's stopping us from escaping this asylum. And right in the face, the hand axe slices him near the spine. And we're just going to have to hack at him a little bit. Now, I will say that I didn't do too well in this battle. This definitely wasn't my best playthrough at the beginning, but the later on content is definitely a lot better than this. Trust me, I was just trying to get back into the way of Dark Souls. But he's not so bad as long as you understand his moves. You do not keep rolling sideways if he is doing that sort of move where he's leaning back. It's scooping you. He's going to scoop you up. This is one of his plopping attacks. He plops onto the ground and hits it as hard as he can. Roll out of the way there and just keep hacking at him. For some reason I did a kick there because I thought I was amazing, but no, that's just a control scheme. Let's blame the controls at the video game. Alright, head on up. Just 2 more hits, and there we go. We now have the big Pilgrim's Key. And we're just going to take a quick look at the Pilgrim's Key here. The key to the inner door of the Undead Asylum main hall. Big key belonging to a chosen undead pilgrim. But this chosen undead knows not what this pilgrimage has in store. As well as we got in our first humanity. Alright, this is our first taste of freedom, guys. Passing on through the gateway to a ominous mountain that seems to have really no way off. But to the left here, there is, of course, a Soul of the Lost Undead. Probably one of the worst items in the game. But if you guys want it, you can go grab it. I think that's 200 souls for you. And thanks for watching, guys. Like, favorite, and comment if you guys enjoyed this episode. The next one is way better. Lots of new content. And trust me, you guys won't want to miss it. So I'm Akabane101, and I'll see you guys next time.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen to leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.